Mr. Davis.
Welcome back.
Hi, Mr. Davis!
He is super nice and would always ask how my weekend went.
He would always make sure I was polite in the lunch line.
He always mows the lawns.
He taught me to take off the thumb trick.
Whenever I gave him my tray, he would always say nice job because I always ate all my food.
He is a very funny, helpful, good person. I was really sad when he had to leave. He was very helpful with a lot of things. He's just a really good person.
Mr. Davis, I look forward to seeing you again, and I miss talking to you every morning about what happened the night before, and it'll be good to have you back in the building, and can't wait to see you.
One of my favorite memories of Mr. Davis is the fact that he always took the time to have my door unlocked a little bit because he knew that I always was carrying a huge load of items to and from school. So I appreciated him always taking that extra time. Plus, he always had a great smile on his face.
Mr. Davis, I really enjoy chatting with you early in the morning.
Hello, Mr. Davis. Sure do miss you here at school. You are one of a kind, and the one thing I miss the most is our Sudoku challenge. So whenever you're ready, I'm ready. Hope you get better soon and can't wait to see you again. Bye.
Mr. Davis is the best.
I know that Mr. Davis loves sweets, so if I ever had any extra candy or sometimes I bake things at home, I like to bring him some sweets because I know he loves sweets.
I have a wonderful memory of Mr. Davis. When I came back over this summer, he had put all of our ukulele and guitars on the wall, put little hooks so they can hang up instead of laying down on the ground and getting knocked over and broken strings. So it looks pretty awesome, and it's a good way for storage. So thank you, Mr. Davis.
Okay, so a memory I have of Mr. Davis is multiple times he's had to fix the lights in my classroom because the ballast keeps going out. And his comment to me was that I had such a sparking personality that it just kept breaking the ballast, that he had to get really good at fixing those for me. So I appreciate it, Mr. Davis, for always fixing my lights in my classroom.
Mr. Davis is very kind and was always very helpful.
Okay, my favorite memory of Mr. Davis at school is every morning I would get here pretty early and he would be here going down the hall with his cart, singing and jamming out to hard rock and music of the 80s, and that just kind of brings back my high school years, and I always enjoy that.
Hi, Mr. Davis. We're just remembering funny things, and the best thing I can remember is that when we used to try to make you wear the birthday hats, or a hat that we would get for the holidays, especially the birthday, because you taped it onto the screen of the kitchen.
I like in the morning how I always know when Mr. Davis was coming down the hall because I could hear his music playing, and he had pretty good taste in music.
Mr. Davis is probably one of the kindest, most respectful gentlemen that I have ever met in my life. Always calls me Miss June, always has my door open for me in the morning because I'm carrying so many bags. He probably has the biggest sweet tooth of anyone I have ever met. He plays phenomenal music in the morning, so I always love listening to whatever he's playing, working in the hallways every day. And I would say the best way to describe Mr. Davis is a quiet man with a wonderful heart, always ready to give a big hug when needed. We miss you around here a lot, Mr. Davis.
Hi, Mr. Davis. I've really enjoyed our planning period chats when you stop by and talk to me. And I also enjoy hearing about your weekends and your hunting trips. And also, thank you so much for putting up with all of my silly requests for my classroom. Thanks for everything.
My memory of Mr. Davis being here at the school was just having great conversation with him. Obviously, in the gym, we constantly needed towels for drips and setting up the gym for games and things like that. So whenever he came in, just such a great guy and just a great janitor.
Hi, Mr. Davis. We are very sad that you're not here this year. We miss you. We hope you're doing better. We miss all our talks in between serving lunch, and we're hoping that you get better soon. Take care.
We appreciate you.
Get well soon, Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Mr. Davis.
Thank you for serving us lunch.
We miss you.
We hope to see you in the school again soon.
Thank you, Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Mr. Davis.
Thank